You can be your own guide. Your wisdom comes from within rather than without. And this is your responsibility to impart this gift as a mentor or a teacher. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Chinmaya Das. This is Whispers from the Divine, a sacred space where we align, tap in, and download messages from the universe. Are you ready to hear them? Let's dive in. So I had the deck buried somewhere in my house and I forgot about that completely. It's like a long time that I'm doing readings, but that deck has been forgotten somewhere. And so today I was watching that and I said like, wow, what's this deck? Where's this deck coming from? And I open it and I ask for protection in the first place before starting the reading, but I found a card that I want to read for you because it's amazing. And I forgot about that. I'll say that again. So this card is about Sacral Chakra, and it's about the chakra that is found below the belly button and that is connected to sexual power and therefore is connected to creativity. So it's reminding us something, and I want to read it to you. You are being guided to the gateway of your sacred self, and this already blew my mind. This is an opportunity to recognize that the more tender and vulnerable aspects of your being hold keys to great power. Honor the sacred within. Not only that, reclaim any parts of yourself that you have disconnected from or abandoned. If you want to experience more love and belonging, look within. Realize there is a huge lesson in finding love within yourself, and we already know it because it's very hard to find love within ourselves. But realize that the false narratives have been floating around your energetic field, stories that have discouraged you from expressing yourself, and they have discouraged you to express your soul. That's the concept that blew my mind. And sometimes I forget about this and I remember like, God, I am this free spirit. I am this free soul. I don't want to be pushed into a container, in a box, as I always been put it. So you may even have been lied and told you aren't beautiful. So the message is, you are beautiful. We are beautiful. This card is here to remind you that you are beautiful. And more importantly, you can create beauty in the world by just being yourself. There's nothing more important than being free. Free yourself, free your soul, free your spirit. Recognize that you hold the power of the universe within. And then you'll find your flow. I'm already so excited for this reading because, you know, when you find something so beautiful and you forgot that you had it, you just say to yourself, like, why? Why did I forget about this deck? Why I never considered the fact that this deck could be very, very beautiful. So the cards for today, I already have one. I want 2 more. Wow, this is 5 more. All of them want to come out. And today was 6 too many. I can't keep them. I can't really keep them. I love you guys, but I can't keep 6 cards. I kept one already. So let's see what comes out for general reading today. Okay, another one came. Okay, let's say that they are enough to give me... Yeah, the energy is already about creation. So it's about find your true self and you will find also something else. You will find also victory. You will find also success. And as I always say, the indigo border, the purple border means spirituality. So this is also connected to find what your spiritual being is, who you are at the core of yourself. And maybe if you didn't take some time in solitude, this is the time to do so. But this solitude shows many things. On the first place, it shows that when we go in solitude, it's not because we are lonely, it's just because we need to start being good with ourselves. And the solitude allows us to maybe start to be good with ourselves and to build the foundations of a relationship that we always forget. The relationship with Chinmaya Das for me, and I don't know your name, but the relationship with your true self, with yourself. We have this big opportunity in this month to build this. You see that's a big mountain here? This big mountain completely represents that whatever we do to build the relationship with ourselves will allow us to stand strong from every storm that life will put in our way. And that this storm will not shake us because we will be strong at the core. And so this card is about also embracing the power that we have. Embrace this knowledge about yourself, the knowledge of yourself, the knowledge that you are a great being and that you are an amazing creature and that you are not here randomly. You are here for a reason. So find that reason. This is good. So yeah, your soul calling need kind of being heard. We need to start to hear our soul calling. And also this card talks about that whatever we seek is not necessarily founded in the outer world, but maybe we can find something within. That's most of the things that we are looking for outside, they don't exist. We can just find them inside first, and then they will appear somehow on our material world. But yeah, step back from everything and take time for yourself. This is like the great meaning. You need to strengthen this link with the divine source. You need to strengthen this link with God, with source, with universe. And you truly need to do this. We all do. We all need to do this. So wait. We have a 6 and a 9. A 9 is a sense of completion. So this card, it's I think it's a big blessing. It's related to the Hermit on the tarot. That is not it's not just a card about being alone. It's a card about enlightenment. It's about like recognizing the light that we have within. Because if I don't remember bad, in the tarot, that's the man that keeps the lantern. And yeah, the lantern, it's about spiritual illumination. It's about spiritual enlightenment. So we need to find this light that is within and bring it outside. Because as soon as we bring this beauty outside and we start sharing it with the world will become a better place for sure. Because we are sharing the best part we can show. The true part, the one that we always forget about, and the one that we never remember about. Oh, I want some cards from the angels, because this life is amazing. And maybe it starts to become more amazing right now. Yeah, imagine what angels has to bring us today. They want to bring us positivity. They want to bring us joy. They want to bring us hope, compassion, optimism. Spread joy, because we are here to spread joy. That's like, the more I go out, the more I see people very sad. They look at each other like, wow, we are suffering so much. And I understand that they are suffering so much, but I think that the reason is different. What I see and what they see is very much different, because they see suffering as something bad. I started seeing suffering as something that will help me in the future. So and I want to bring this perspective to you guys, because many people will think that I'm crazy. But remember that crazy people sometimes bring good things to the world. Another card that talks about don't worry, calm, optimism, joy, trust, release, soul's mission. It's fantastic how in this time we are really called, all of us are called to go deeper within and find out that the true treasure, the true gold is inside. It's not wherever. It's not on places, it's not on people, it's not on relationships. The beauty is here. And the more we find out about, not because I don't want to play like the ego that says this. It's for everybody. Like the beauty is inside. And we need to share it with the world. You've been consumed by worry, fear, or concerns about the physical world. It's time to shift your focus from outside to inside. Move from stressing over material needs to joyfully pursuing your soul mission with optimism. This is gold. This is truly gold. And the other card brings a message of positivity, a message of compassion. Reflect on how you can spread joy. Reflect what are the things that you can do in order to spread joy and become more joyful also. Because when you start to be more joyful and spread joy, this joy becomes more. And sometimes people think, oh, this guy's crazy. He's joyful. I want to tell you this before I channel another card and another message. I want to tell you this. Once I've been to the supermarket and I was joyful because it was like a normal day, but I was joyful and I was sharing this joy with the girl that was to allow me to pay. And she said like, what are you joyful about? What happened to be so joyful? I said like, nothing happened. What happened to be sad? Like, what should I be sad? I don't watch television. I don't watch media. I don't listen to news. How can I be sad? Like, that's always talking about things that bring us down. Always talking about fear, about terror, about the world is a bad place. I don't want to believe that the world is just a bad place. It could be also a good place sometimes. So that's why when they say, why are you happy? Why shouldn't I be happy? Like, I woke up this morning, I'm alive. What's more than that? But yeah, it's time to like perform another way to really start to be more joyful is being kind with somebody else. Instead of being pissed every time and being like ugly every time, we spread some joy. And we try to do something kind to somebody else. And when you do something kind, also you feel happy. So in the end, why you feel happy when you do something kind for somebody else? Tell me. Because I think I know the answer. Because we are born to serve others. We are not born to be selfish, to be like just doing things for ourselves and not think about others. And so this service that we can do every day, you can do it like really small. Even, I don't know, saying something about, do a compliment to somebody and say like, oh wow, you're looking beautiful. It's not something that is lurky. It's something that is appreciating. Do it in an appreciative way. And you will see the effect of this. You will like start something that will have a ripple effect. And the more you do this, the more life will become joyful. Life will become joyful. And angels will be happy. And also God will be happy. The universe will be happy. Source will be happy. You will be happy. First and foremost, you will be happy. Romance and connection. These acts of kindness could also shift your energy. And as your energy shifts, you can start truly to attract different, be a magnet for different vibrations. So different people could come to you magically, appear to you into your life magically. This is a powerful card because you can talk about romance and connection with others, but you can also talk about romance and connection with yourself, with the core of who you are, with your soul, with God. And so embracing this card will truly make us shift energy. And also the spiritual practice that I always talk about, they help this process because they are purifying. It's like, I don't know, doing meditation daily is like taking a glass of coffee and start pouring water in it, and you see that the coffee comes out and the water at the beginning is black, then it becomes a little bit less black, then less black, then it starts to be more transparent until it's clean. So we need this kind of purification in order to start feeling different and start to like truly embrace this new energy, because this brings new energy into our lives. That we believe it or not, this brings truly new energy into our lives. And this new energy is something that we want to achieve because we will feel better. We will not feel low. We will not feel fear. We will not feel the guilt. We will not feel the lower vibrations. We will feel something that is very nice. And that it's our core vibration. The more you purify, the more you get close to your core vibration. I talk about vibrations because it's a matter of energy. The kind, we are in a world of vibration. So everything is vibration. And so we need to raise our vibration. And to raise our vibration, the only things I know, it's do spiritual practices, do meditation, do everything, and this will purify. But yeah, the universe come to remind you that you have to break the chain. That's like a chain of ancestral patterns that we are still bringing in, and we may reincarnate it to, in a way, break those chains. So it's like you can rewrite the future and not following the patterns that your ancestors were doing. Not that they were bad, but it's something that is repeating itself from generations. And many of the people that are here, they came here to break this generational chain, these ancestral patterns that are repeating themselves. And this is the card. It's like we don't know for how long this has been playing out, this game of like this pattern. And so that's why we are suffering so much in this lifetime, because we suffered so much. And I'm not meaning that I'm suffering now, but we suffered a lot. We had a lot of difficult times. All light workers that are called into this channel, they suffered a lot. I know. And they had the burden that they couldn't, that was very hard to leave. That was very hard to drop. And why was hard? Because it was generational karma. Many souls reincarnated into this lifetime in order to destroy this karma, in order to break the chain. And we are the chain breakers. And being a chain breaker means that we have to carry the weight of a lot of past burdens that are not just our burdens, but also our family burdens. And yeah, this is a nice task actually to do, because it's also a purification that we do for our soul, and that we do for the universe. By becoming better beings and breaking these chains, we will for sure experience a different experience. I don't want to say experience 10 times, but yeah, we will experience a different life. We will experience a different pattern, a different relationships, different ways of loving ourselves. It will become sweet. It has maybe never been sweet for many of the people that are listening, but it will become sweet, 100%. So this is a time, as I always say, because there's always a card that talks about this, to align our life to what we really know. To what we really want. What is not aligned, what it is that is not aligned, that needs to change. Because if there's something, we need to address it and maybe start changing it. And also, it's time to embrace more beauty. It's talking about beauty. So maybe connected to the material world, it's time to cut your hair. Maybe I'm talking to myself too. It may be time to cut my hair. But yeah, it may be time to do like a treatment, like I don't know, go in vacation, go 3 days to rest somewhere, have a massage, have a therapy, whatever brings you happiness to the material world, whatever is a thing that is physical can bring benefits also inside. So it's a time to embrace this beauty, and it's also a time to embrace devotion. To embrace devotion to our body, because it's also the temple that we have. And this temple needs to be treated well. But yeah, for many of you, you are teachers. You will be teachers if you are not already. You are light bringers, people that bring light into this world. And maybe also mystics, maybe also channeler, people that channel energy, maybe people that do readings, maybe people that do healing therapies, Reiki, whatever. Yeah, many holistic things, let's say this. And so it's time to embrace this talent we have, this willing of healing other people, and heal ourselves in order to bring healing also to the people around us. And heal ourselves means also heal our deepest wounds, heal our deepest shadows, watch our deepest shadows and find out what we can do in order to accept them, in order to integrate them. And I want to pick one card from this deck, because I never pick a card from this deck. And they are beautiful also. Here. Pure intention. The fairy of manifestation will help you to use your wishes wisely. Manifest your heart desire with pure intention. So if the practices, the healing, the holistic things that you want to do, you're still not sure about, should I do it, should I not do it? Yeah, start thinking about it. Because it may be time to start to shine our light into the world. And it may be time to start shining this beauty that we were talking about before. I want also one card from this Sacred Forest Oracle. Wow, it came. Not soon, but it came. And wow, this butterfly energy was always around. This butterfly energy talks about big, massive transformation. Massive transformation. We are in a time where many things are transforming, even at a global level, at a collective level. It's not just me, it's not just you, it's just like many people are transforming, many things are brought into light. They were in the darkness before, we didn't know about many things that are happening to humanity. And also, this brings me to think and to see that this is the time to make the world a better world. And we can do this by take one step every day. And by taking this step, you will see that it will be contagious. All the people around you will see you and say like, what is this guy about? What is this girl about? What is he doing? Why is he so happy? Why is he so joyful? Let me find out more. And they will ask something. And that is because maybe you planted the seed many years ago. And if the seed has been planted, now it's time for the seed to come out. And many people will start acknowledging that what you are doing is actually good for them. And so they will ask and start. New kind of conversation are coming to my mind right now. It's like, that's topics we never spoke about. And they were hidden, they were truly, we couldn't speak about them. When I was young, I'm not young, but when I was a kid, I remember that if I was talking about spirituality, about like esoteric things, not really esoteric, but spiritual things, people were looking at me like, what are you talking about? But now, it's like consciousness started to open up to this. And more people are starting to open up to this. And we can be finally ourselves and finally speak on internet about what we care about. This is gold, pure gold. And yeah, I want to leave you with the question that will come from the Woodland Wardens, and I will just pick this card to leave you with the question. I hope the question is inherent. We have the sheep and the blackberry, even if it didn't really come on the right side. We will see. Okay. The sheep and blackberry calls us to focus on our commitments, whether they're to a partner, a job, a creative practice, or spiritual tradition. Sheep are innocent and vulnerable and must be watched over and guided. Blackberries, instead, are symbols of protection with their large, rumbling thorns. Their abundant fruit also symbolize prosperity. Combining the energy of the two gives a direction. Honor our promises, allowing them to fruit and flourish. You can be your own guide. Your wisdom comes from within rather than without. And this is your responsibility to impart this gift as a mentor or a teacher. This is another card talking about teachings. So the question is, how can I better care for my relationships, spiritual practices, or work? It's all connected. All the decks are connected. I draw cards from like 7 different decks, and everything is connected. So with that said, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sending so much love and light. If you didn't subscribe to the channel, it's time to do it now. I'll see you guys in the next reading. Thank you so much for watching. Ciao.